Memories? Too many. But I suppose one stands out.
An empty vessel. The unlovely building which we filled with life, mapped with our whispers, frowns, hopes and footsteps, racing or dragged along echoing corridors between classrooms, cloakrooms, stairwells.
My first memories of the Lake School were from Calgart School as it grew like a lava spluttering volcano of modernism, 2 fingers in the air to the old grammar school system.
My dad was the caretaker of Calgarth Primary School, so when they knocked down all the houses on our estate to build the Lake School, ours was the only one standing. I literally had to climb over our garden fence and I was in the school grounds.
I was transferred after O-levels at Kelsick Grammar School in September 1965 to start my sixth form studies at the Lake School. We were all involved as ushers and later waiters or waitresses at the grand opening by the then Secretary of State for Education, Anthony Crossland.
I remember just moving up from junior school and our swimming lessons were done in the lake. Oh, so cold. But I remember the arrival of the swimming pool and it was so exciting. And what it essentially was just a large outdoor tank and it was just built behind the school. But what I do remember is there was this cold wind blowing during the swimming lessons and I don't think anyone enjoyed that.
Set runs of the Troutbeck Valley in horizontal snow and freezing rain. Most of the pupils ran in plimsolls or rugby boots. No one had a tracksuit.
Rain, hydrate me. Rain, clean my heart.
The dreadful sour tang of the changing rooms.
The chemical spice aroma of powder paint, damp paper and clotted ink.
I can remember seeing an interesting picture.
Early victories and defeats and pointless anxieties before experience gave us a sense of proportion. Thick gravy boiling up as the crust of a steak and kidney pie was first breached and portions allocated.
Slade singing about Christmas.
It was going to be my very first school disco and I was excited and so nervous. I had made an A-line, petrol blue, corduroy skirt in needlework and I was very proud of it. But how to dance? I had no idea. So I asked my mum and she had said to listen to music and swing along and I practiced in my bedroom in front of the dressing table mirror. Then, on the big night, there I was swinging awkwardly to the music, feeling so proud of my skirt in the semi-dark. It was great to hear the music and feel part of something else, some brand new, bigger world in the same school where during the day I often felt so shy and awkward.
I was in the first intake, ex-Windermere Grammar. The new head of physics was called Horsey Horrocks. Our first lesson with Horsey was a revelation. In he walks, not in a gown but a brown coat, the sort of thing you used to see worn by shopkeepers. I have looked at the curriculum for this year, he said, and we cannot possibly finish it in the time allowed. You are simply going to have to come in over the weekends. And we did. Casual clothes, no school uniform, freedom to choose sweets or whatever, even smoke.
In 1977, as part of the Queen's Silver Jubilee celebrations, Prince Charles was scheduled to make a visit to the school. All the pupils and staff were allowed to line the road opposite the Sun Hotel. Eventually he arrived, in an open-topped, vintage car, driven by a man in a deerstalker hat. He waved, smiled, and drove past. That was it. He was gone in 10 seconds.
Probably some of my happiest memories at the Lakes were playing in school bands. I was in loads of them, but this was a first. Half an hour of lunchtime punk. Punk took a while to pogo up from Manchester's Free Trade Hall to sleepy Troutbeck Bridge, so it was probably the winter of '77. We were under-rehearsed, out of tune, and the lyrics were inaudible. But the crowd seemed to like it. I was hooked for life.
Gilbert and Sullivan operas were a wonderful annual event. Mr. Griffith's coaching and the whole atmosphere of the preparation. There were some very good singers and others who were shy in school but would become a star actor or actress on the stage. Mr. Henderson sang the very fast songs and I always admired how every word was clear.
The Gilbert and Sullivan operas were a tradition brought from Windermere Grammar School. They were great fun, though the music always improved if I mimed rather than sang.
As a child, it was common to have reasons for disliking establishment and its trappings. The haste to leave and somehow move on was palpable. It's only in the years since leaving that I've come to appreciate the impact of the Lake School on my life. I salute the vision, the system, and the people that provided me with the skills and opportunities to mould a savage country boy into something a little better.
My abiding memories are of a little room and the M5 gang, a rolling group of teenage hormones, limited by how many people could cram into the 6-foot by 4-foot practice room and sit, lie and stand on a piano. Many a happy lunchtime with a peanut butter sandwich was spent in that room.
I eventually married a fellow M5 gang member, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Never a natural athlete, I suppose it was strange that it should happen. After years of being picked last for every sports team I tried out for, I played for the school team at cricket. This was no acknowledgement of my skills. There were many better than me. No, my selection recognised passion. I played twice for that school team. No wickets, no runs, 2 little ducks. Quack, quack.
That's out.
I think the music side of the Lake School is probably my favourite part of it because there are so many different opportunities, like Miss Saigon, that was really great.
It was Mrs. Rawlinson, the music teacher, who became an inspiration at the Lakes and my inspiration in my future career as I took over from her. I have now taught at the school for 12 years and love almost every minute of it.
Sitting in the theory exam for the cookery O-level, I created my menu for the following week's practical exam, including a gazpacho soup. My mother was dispatched to purchase the ingredients. The following week I stood in the exam looking for the garlic. This was the early 80s and I had only ever seen garlic dried in a spice jar. However, I located the large bulb in the bag and decided that by default this had to be the clove of garlic that the recipe called for. So I just threw the whole bulb into the blender with the rest of the ingredients. I failed my cookery O-level.
Some of my best memories of the Lake School are of school trips.
All the teachers who came along on school camping trips have my gratitude for their patience, guidance and for putting up with us when they could have been enjoying their own summer somewhere else.
There is a statistic that says we only remember 6% of what we are taught at school.
So wrong. So very, very wrong.
When I started the Lake School, I didn't know anyone, and straight away I was welcomed. I've had loads of friends, I've had loads of opportunities, such as the different musicals, the sporting activities, different subjects, the wide range of things we can do here, and I'll hopefully spend a great time at university, and I definitely won't forget about my time here. It's just been a great experience.
My time at the Lake School has definitely helped me develop my confidence and grow into the person I am today.
It is July 1969, beautiful summer evening, and the end of year concert. My love of Windermere and the Lake School all came together. I had been told that day by the then head teacher Griff Thomas that I had been appointed head girl for the coming year, and I stood beside the outgoing head girl in the altos of Reg Griffiths' choir, feeling proud and humble and rather emotional, and we sang The Bluebird by C.V. Stanford. It just said it all.
The Lake School. We knew so little when we got there, but we knew a little more when we left.